slowly drop down. So simply with your mind, with your intention, speed the chakras up. Just see them, view them, imagine them, visualize them. Or if you have difficulty with visualization, simply think it. And know that those chakra centers are spinning faster and faster now. First one, the second one, the third one from the bottom, all spinning faster and faster to speed them up. The fourth chakra, and so on. See them all spinning, their colors, and see the colors as brilliant colors, intense colors. See the deep red color, deep orange, deep yellow, intense, vibrant colors. Then put your focus now on your high heart center and your sixth chakra. Visualize the two of those chakra centers becoming energetically connected. Simply send energy from your high heart center up to your sixth chakra in the middle of the forehead, third eye, and back down to the high heart center. And continue to send energy up and back down, and up and back down, and up and back down, which creates a vortex of energy, or a spiral. And into that vortex, feel your consciousness being pulled into it, your conscious knowing self. And you come out in your third eye center, in the middle of your forehead, and looking out through that third eye. The more you can visualize it, the better. But again, if you have difficulty visualizing, just simply think it. Create it in your mind, however you can do it. And see that third eye as a doorway or a window that exits out into the astral realm all around you. Not into the third dimensional realm, but into the astral realm. Then exit out through that doorway or that window into the room. Your conscious knowing self now, although still a part of your physical body, but now your physical body is more a part of your astral, your etheric body. In other words, you are all connected, but you are separate as well. And you can separate your astral body from your physical in this manner. There are other ways to do it, but this is the safest way, through the third eye, through the sixth chakra. See your body, physical body laying or sitting there. And then let yourself become aware of your Merkaba light vehicle or your Merkaba light vehicle, your light body. Everyone has a light body. Everyone has a Merkaba. It may not have become activated yet, or should say reactivated, but it is there. See it as a six-pointed, three-dimensional star, or a dual tetrahedron. See that dual tetrahedron or six-pointed, three-dimensional star as a small ship, call it a scout ship if you will. It is your light body or your light body vehicle. And you can now move into it and feel yourself moving into that small ship that everyone has. You may see it in many different colors, a rainbow of colors. And as you step into it, you feel it spinning around you, both clockwise and counterclockwise. The bottom is spinning counterclockwise. The top is spinning clockwise. And the spinning, the The spinning in different directions creates a dissonance in the middle, which creates movement, or what you would call lift. It is very similar to how many ships are able to travel through dimensions from one galaxy to another by creating this dissonance. Is actually quite simple, but it has eluded your three-dimensional physics up to this point. Feel yourself now moving up in your light body vehicle, in your Merkaba light vehicle, higher and higher. Feel it spinning all around you and the colors all around you. You're rising up higher and higher, up into the clouds, beyond the clouds, up into beyond the Earth's atmosphere. And once above the Earth, turn around now and look down. See your physical body down there in the Earth, in its pristine glory. Beautiful planet, the beautiful blue planet. Then become aware of all of the ships that are out here, all beings that are out here, the cosmic beings, ensouling not only the ships, but also the planets themselves in this solar system. Each planet has a being that ensouls it, just as the Earth has Gaia. So too do all of the planets in the solar system have a being ensouling it, as well as the solar sun, solar logos. And let yourself move out in your Merkaba light vehicle to the sun and through the sun. Right through the sun, there's a gateway there. Just let yourself move through the sun out into the galaxy. The many solar systems in the galaxy, and the many suns with all of the solar systems. And into the central sun of the galaxy itself, Alcyone. Feel yourself now moving through that central sun, that gateway there as well. And know that these gateways are exactly that, for ships to travel through, to instantaneously move, even from galaxy to galaxy, through these gateways, then out into the many galaxies beyond, all the way to the central sun of the universe. And again, know that every single planet, every single star has a soul ensouling it, has a being ensouling it. All is life, all is consciousness. All the way to the central sun of the universe, the cosmic central source, creator of this entire universe. Know that you, each one of you, are connected to this central sun, to this cosmic source. You come from this cosmic source. Therefore, you are this cosmic source. You are the one. Now, just as you do each and every week that you come together, see the energies building here on this central cosmic sun. Building and building and sending these energies out. Know that these energies are sent out through throughout the entire universe. And eventually come to the planet Earth, to Gaia, as waves of energy, beams of light. See this beam of light, this beam of pure white energy, white light, coming from the galactic central source, or rather the universal central source. Throughout all of the galaxies, through all of the gateways of all of the central suns, all the way to the central sun of the galaxy, and through that to all of the planets of this solar system, throughout all of the ships, cosmic beings that are out here, finally down to the earth. See that beam of white light going down through your body, through your physical body, through the top of your head, all the way down through your body into the earth, all the way to the center of the earth. Then back up again through your body, to the top of your head, back up through all the beings in the solar system, the galaxy and the galaxies beyond, and all the way back to the central sun of the universe. Know that you are connected, always have been, always will be. Not just your physical body, but your astral, your etheric, your causal body, your mental body. All are connected to the one great source, which makes you the one. Now see that energy coming from the universal central sun. It has come down through your body. See it also going out through the entire planet, connecting all beings of life here on the planet, whether human, animal, plant, or mineral. All of consciousness coming together as one, unifying consciousness, raising the vibration across the planet to that unified consciousness, to a 5D expression of life, of oneness, of love, of light, of beingness. All are connected. From the tiny atoms within you, all the way to the macrocosm that is the central sun of the universe. All connected, all one, all beingness. Feel that immense energy now, moving not only through the planet, but through your astral body, your etheric, your causal, your mental body, into your physical body. Feel the oneness, connectedness of all life. Then for a moment, visualize or think, create in your mind what that oneness really is, what that connectedness to all things really is, and what it is like and what it will be like. Just all feel it. And then one time zone that is left. people now coming together everywhere, clasping hands, hugging each other, feeling the joy in the moment as they realize now, once and for all, that all are free, free of the duality, free of the polarization that still exists here on the planet now. But see it as it can be, and as it will be, and as it is. Or as you say it, as you feel it, as you experience it, you are creating it right now in this moment. So create the moments that you want to have going forward. Now, if you would allow yourselves to begin to drift back into your Merkaba light vehicle, your light body, if you left it, come back into it, come back down towards your physical body, merge your Merkaba light vehicle, your light body back into your physical body, your astral body in your etheric body. Bring it all back together, tuck it all back in, and know that your Merkaba is there to be able to be used as a shield, as a barrier to keep out any negativity of any kind. Just simply visualize it being there, and it is there anytime that you need it. As well as the violet light, the violet flame. Anytime you need to purge out any old programming so that you can become free of all of the attachments. Call on Archangel Michael's flaming blue sword of truth to sever any remaining ties that still may be holding you down to this illusion of separation. And finally, call on the Creator being within you, the cosmic source within you, for the kingdom of heaven is within, as the great Master Yeshua said. Let yourselves now come back into a complete state of consciousness and circulation, fully revitalized and refreshed. And I am Kara. It has been some time since I have been with you, but I come now in these moments, in these opportune moments, in this great awakening that you are in now. And it is a grand awakening that you find yourselves within. And I ask you, did you think it was going to be easy? Did you think it was going to be what you call a cakewalk? No, it was never going to be that. For there is a saying that the one who serves has, and I will use it now. Everything excellent is as difficult as it is excellence. But the rewards of that excellence greatly outweighs the difficulties in achieving it. Just something to think about, something to contemplate. When you think life is so difficult, when you think things are going so bad, when you think your life is not going as you want it to, know that in those moments you are awakened because you realize that there is so much more than what all of those that still find themselves sleeping, how they view life, and how they find themselves within the illusion of separation and not even realizing that they are in it. Can you imagine what that would be like again for you? For you have been there so many lifetimes previous here in this earth evolution. But you have broken away from that now, each and every one of you on this call, each and every one of you that reads these words and resonates to them or listens to this after, all of you have awakened from the illusion of separation. Yes, you find yourselves down there again at times. But it is in those times that you realize just how awakened you really are. Because you look around yourselves and you see what appears to be reality and is reality to so many out there. But you realize in those moments that it is not reality. It is not the reality that you want to create, even though you have created it or a part in creating it. It is not the reality that you want. So therefore, if it is not the reality that you want, then why continue to create it? Why continue to bash your heads up against the wall, as your saying goes? Why not create exactly the life that you want? Know that you have the power within you, the creative power. Each and every one of you were endowed with this power, this creative power. You have always had it. You just forgot that you had it. But more and more of you are now realizing and remembering who you are and that you have this creative power. And that with this creative power, you have the ability to end the separation here on the planet. Yes, you, each one of you, individually and as a whole, have the power to end the separation, end the polarity, raise out of the duality that you have created here, and rise above it all, just as we did long, long ago here in our Pleiadian system. We went through an ascension process as well, not the same as you are now, but we also had that awakening, that grand awakening, just as you are going through now. And it is this grand awakening that awaits each and every one of you, or rather the celebration that comes after the grand awakening. The celebration is waiting for you. We are waiting for you. We are doing everything that we are able and allowed to do within the realm of universal law to assist and guide you through this. But as you know, we cannot do it for you. The ascended masters of the planet cannot do it for you. The cosmic beings that surround you cannot do it for you. Only you can do it. And as you continue to awaken into the new dawn that, yes, is approaching, it is not far off at all now. There are phases, stages, you might say, that you yet must go through. And the awakening process that you are moving through now may not always appear to be easy. It may appear to be very difficult at times. But that in itself, my dear friends, is an awakening within you. You also have a saying, break down, break through. So in order to break through to the other side, you first have to break down what is the old ways. And the old ways must be diminished. The old ways must be purged out. The old programming that holds you to the separation must be purged out, so that in its wake is left only the light of the new dawn. It is as if when you wake in the morning and you go outside and you see the beginning light of the sun coming up, and how you feel within that light, within that love that is expressed by the early morning dawn. You've all felt it at times. And what you feel at those times is a small expression of what you shall feel after the new dawn, the rising of the new dawn that is approaching now. I leave you now in peace and love and camaraderie between all of you, knowing that the light is spreading everywhere, and the darkness of duality, of polarization, of separateness is diminishing rapidly throughout the planet. All of my peace and love be with all of you. I am Kara. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om. Greetings to you. One who serves here, Shoshana here, and we are ready to continue this process that we started long ago here, it would seem, through this one, James, and now with Joanna bringing her wonderful perspective of Shoshana through here, and we continue this process. But to know that everything is exactly as it needs to be, even though those times that you feel, and you are feeling these times because of the energies that have been coming through. We have not been speaking as much about these energies because it was left for you to feel them, not to expect them, as we would say ahead of time that they are coming, but that you would feel them in the moment. And that is what is happening. You are feeling these expressions. You are feeling these energy expressions more and more. And they are helping you. Believe it or not, they are helping you to continue to awaken even further. They are bringing those downloads of DNA that have been spoken of many times. You are receiving these downloads. And at times it is difficult because your central nervous system is not quite ready all the time for these energies, these stronger vibrational energies that come from the cosmic source and that come from the photon belt that you are passing through at this time. And everything, though, is exactly where it needs to be right here in this moment, right now. And all of you need to feel the joy that is being expressed by all of us that are here in the ships and even here on the planet as the ascended ones, you might say. And all of you are moving to become the ascended ones, to ascend past the illusion, to master the illusion. That is what this is all about. That is what an ascended master is. You master the illusion. You master the programming so that you no longer have to feel ensconced within it any longer, that you have moved beyond it. This is where you are headed, people, each and every one of you. We are ready now for your questions here. Do you have questions here for one who serves and Shoshana?
Yes, and greetings to you, the one who serves. Oh, how we love you and appreciate your dedication to us. And I would just like to say, since I know about the photon belt and was one that was teaching it at the last advance, could you just maybe stress a little bit more? You're saying we're going through it. Maybe what we are experiencing. I do feel we are experiencing more light, yes, but could you maybe astound a little bit more, sir?
We have spoken about this before, but we will expand a bit more here. As you continue to move through this area of the galaxy, it is taking you into higher vibrations. The photon belt itself is higher vibration and emanates a source of energy, which you will call the gamma light. The gamma light is being brought here to the planet more and more, and it raises your brain state or your brain wave state into the gamma waves. And in those gamma waves, you find yourself in the higher vibrations and utilizing your mind much, much more than you have previously been able to, in the sense of being able to greatly visualize and create with that visualization much more than you could before when you were kept within the separation. You are moving out of that separation, as has been said many times, and again, Kara spoke about that greatly here during this call. And you are, as we say, moving through this area of the galaxy that is raising vibration more and more. That is what it is all about. The entire solar system is moving through this higher vibrational frequency within this photon belt. Shoshana, do you have something you add here?
We do not.
Not at this point. Very good.
Well, wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much. That's great. Thank you.
Would there be other questions here?
I have a question. I have a question.
Yes?
Go ahead.
Which one? Oh, thank you. Hi, one who serves in Shoshana. I don't know if you can address this. It seems to us light workers that on some level, not a lot is happening on the world stage, but I think many things are happening behind the scenes. Especially the mainstream media won't share anything. So we are looking at other sources and other, spiritual masters and other videos and things to find our information on what's going on. I heard of 3 or 4 weeks ago that there was a big thing happening in California and Los Angeles about actually big, huge cars coming up and some of the celebrities being taken into custody, celebrities and stars. Is there any truth to that, those stories that we've heard?
What we can tell you is, and James is fond of using this phrase here from your X-Files, the truth is out there. It is there for you to find for those who seek it. Seek and ye shall find. This is an axiom. This is a universal law that has been given. Seek and you shall find. If you do the research, you will find what you are looking for. It is there. It is not there, though, for those who do not look for it, for those that become entrenched in only following what the global mass media is giving out as the truth here. If you are following that, then you are not receiving what is happening behind the scenes. And yes, in direct answer to your question, this is happening. And it is happening, though, without fanfare. It is happening without being brought out in front of the general public, because the general public is not ready to see some of their, what they would call heroes, their movie stars, their various personalities that seem to be above the rest of the population. They are really not. They are the same as anyone else, but they are not ready to receive information that those that they have idolized are not quite the ideals that they thought they were, you see. So this is coming, though. It is coming more to the forefront. Again, if you want to find the truth, it is there. You can find it more and more. And compare that to a few years ago, maybe 5 to 10 years ago, and what you would find if you Googled certain things, certain information. You would not find much information in this. You would certainly not find out anything about those that have been kept in the underground bases and these types of things, but now you can. And now you can also find information about what is occurring behind the scenes in these general arrests that are beginning to happen. They are not arrests, though, as you might be, many of you might be wanting to see, where you see them brought out in front of the public and handcuffed and all of this. This will not necessarily happen. Some are being put on house arrest. They are being kept there so that when the time comes, they can be brought forward and either have their trial if they wish, or to simply disappear into the background here in various ways. We will not go into those ways, though, at this point. Shoshana, anything you add here?
We can share.
Yes.
May we share our perspective, dear sister?
Yes, sister.
Our dear Susan, may we ask a question?
Yes.
Do you wish to feel safe?
Yes, and I do feel safe.
Is the arrest of an individual or an exposure of those that have been called dark a way to feel safe?
I suppose, yes, for the people, the children that they're abusing, correct? Yes.
We ask these questions as a deeper perspective on what is occurring in this dimension. The interest in this that you have is for a reason that you have personally, and we must ask if you wish to share that personal reason.
Yes, yes. I am a stylist who has worked with some of these celebrities throughout my career in Hollywood as a hairstylist. That's why I think I have a close connection. I never saw it happening when I was working with them, but I do have a close feel for it because I was in their midst in Hollywood.
And dear sister, do you feel in some way that you have been duped?
Yes.
And you have, as most have, in this dimension, there is a great illusion, and the icons of that illusion, your stars, your Hollywood fame, your stars, is part of that duping process, you see. It is everyone. So what we would offer here is that you dismiss that now. That it is no longer important to your personal awakening to understand that or to feel that, as it is finished, you see. You are beyond it, you see. Does this make sense to you?
It definitely does. I was also wondering if the general population who aren't awake like we are, will they eventually know about this? Because my friends look at me like I have 5 heads.
We will say, may we share another perspective here?
Yes.
We will say, and we apologize for this being extremely direct, we will say that those that are seeking to have agreement with others will feel what you feel. You see, it does not matter your growth, your light, your evolvement does not require that others agree with you. That is a mistake, you see. That is a miscreation. It is important that you hold steady and steadfast to your own truth, regardless of what others believe or think, as when we, and this is common here, when we wish to have others agree with us, we are ensconced in attachment, you see. It does not matter if they see 2 heads or 10 heads on you. That is their issue, not yours. Namaste.
And
Very good.
We would add here that the Master Yeshua, when he went about his mission, did he care about what others thought about what his mission was? No. He went and did all of those things which he knew he had to do in those moments, and was not concerned about ego or anything of this nature. For if he had been concerned about ego, he would not have been able to perform those so-called miracles that he did.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes. Would there be other questions here? Any further questions?
Yes.
Yes?
This is Lori. Hi.
Yes?
So I went outside this morning at 5:30, and I was looking up at the stars, and I do this frequently. I'm a stargazer. But I saw Venus and Mars were lined up. So I was just standing there admiring them, and all of a sudden I started noticing little points of light kind of swirling around them in random patterns. And I told myself, okay, I'm going to believe what I'm seeing. And I was just wondering, what was that? Is it my vision getting upgraded?
This is what we have been speaking of for some time, that all of you, not only you who is asking this question, but all of you at one point or another are having these, and going to have even more so, these glimpses that have been spoken of seeing into other dimensions, other realities, that would not be there if you were still kept within the duality of the third dimension, or the illusion of the third dimension, where you, at times, your vibration is high, and your vibration is higher at that point because you are looking up at the stars. You are seeing the immenseness of the universe that is out there beyond just this small planet here that you find yourselves on at this time. And you see this immenseness, and it raises your vibration in that moment. And also, we will tell you, you are looking up at the stars because you know you come from the stars. You see, your beginnings came from long, long ago, from those very stars that you are looking up at. You see? So it is
Yes.
drawing you there. And you are beginning to see what others here that are kept within the illusion will not be able to see as of yet. Okay, Shoshana?
You can share. May we share our perspective on this, dear sister?
Yes, please.
Dear sister, we are going to reveal something that could be of interest to those that are listening. Mars and Venus, when they are aligned, they are lovers. They are offering an energetic charge and a light charge to balance the polarities of male and female, as Venus represents the female energy and Mars represents the male energy, and they are aligning, you see. You have glimpsed that. When you see an alignment of planets, that is because they are attracted to each other and they are attempting to balance each other, you see. And we will say that you already have a sense of this, and when you gaze upon the sky and see light energy and see light brigades and see discharges from planets and stars, it is because that is what you are supposed to see. If you seek to find out if others are seeing it or if this is normal, you will not find that answer, as each individual sees what they are supposed to see in that moment to enrich the value and experience of their own soul, you see. Namaste.
Awesome. Thank you. It did
Very
make me
good.
giggle.
Very good. Would there be any other questions here?
One who serves, this is Gina.
Yes.
A few nights ago, there was a clear night. It was pretty late in the night, and there was just little spotted clouds here and there, nothing of rain. And all of a sudden, I see like a lightning, just the sky lit up, like the whole sky lit up in that area, but not a lightning bolt. So it caught my attention, so I started watching, and I'm like, whoa, the sky is clear. There's only floaty little clouds here and there. Why is there lightning? And it was cool out, so it wasn't heat lightning. So I started to watch it, and it was rolling over me. So it came over me, so I stood up and continued watching it, and it just continued flashing every few, let's say 30 seconds or more. It was pretty spotted, and I continued watching it going south, and my inner being, or my beautiful angel team, something came through as that's a ship. That's a ship, letting itself be seen as that we are here. We are here now. We have arrived, or whomever it was, but that's what I felt. Like, oh yeah, that could be a ship, just the way this lightning is just moving along, and there is no storm or nothing. So anything on your end that you see?
We think you have described it exactly as it is appearing to you. And we would say that if someone were to look up there at the same time that you are and was not in the same vibration that you would be in, they would not see this. You see, this is, again, what we speak of. When you're in those higher vibrations, you are seeing beyond the normal seeing ability with your physical eyes. You are using your third eye, which has become wide open in these instances. It closes down somewhat at other times, but it becomes wide open in these instances, we are saying here. So embrace this. This is wonderful for you, because it continues to show you that you are certainly on the path of not only awakening, but the ascension itself here.
Very
Shoshana?
good. Thank you, sir.
We can share. Do you wish for our perspective?
Yes, Shoshana.
sister. Dear Commander, your fleet is beckoning you. Namaste.
Yes, very good. And we would say your fleet awaits you as well.
And I await them. I call them every day. Thank you.
They are responding.
Yes. Very good. Are there any further questions?
I have a question. This is Peter.
Yes, we hear two here.
Ladies
Peter.
first.
Well, thank you, beloved Peter. I also have a question about the Earth. I had read that there was a change in the Earth's positioning, that it had rotated 4% by one account and 7% rotation on the axis by another account, and that is responsible for earthquakes and weather changes and crop changes and those kinds of things, and I would ask for a little information on that, if I could. Thank you.
We would say to you, for your own benefit here, do not become concerned about scientific aspects of what is occurring here in this Great Awakening. Do not think in terms of that, because that is your three-dimensional aspect of things. But you are moving beyond that third-dimensional aspect, beyond the illusion. And science, as you know it, is still within that illusion. They're coming out of it somewhat, but they are still somewhat ensconced within it. And if you allow yourself to move beyond that, then you will not need to be concerned about questions such as this. The answers are there if you look for it. You can find it, and if it resonates to you, whatever it is that comes, then it is likely what is correct for you. But for you, not so much for everyone else. Shoshana?
We can share. May we share our perspective, dear sister?
Yes, please.
Dear sister, the planet has a path that it follows, and its soul, which is called Gaia, is directing it. All that occurs on your planet is the path of that planet, regardless of what science says, regardless of what you observe, as Gaia, the soul of Earth, wishes to complete its mission, and if it needs to move a degree or 2 degrees or 10 degrees or no degrees, it does that because it is its path to fulfill. Namaste.
Very good. Would there be other questions?
Yes, I have a question. This is Peter. This is, hello. This is, I guess, more of a practical question. I had sent out, well, I was told by one of my mentors to watch the horrific racism videos and try to attain the state of spiritual neutrality, not necessarily the state of human neutrality, because that's more like apathy or ambivalence, but the state of spiritual neutrality is seeing it from Creator's perspective. And so I sent this video out, and I've been working with it. And do you have any thoughts on that?
What we can tell you is, if you look at it from Creator's point of view, as you are attempting to do here, think what neutrality really is. Neutrality is in the 0 point, being completely neutral, not going one way or the other. So do you think Prime Creator feels sadness? No, never does Prime Creator, or the cosmic source here, feel sadness or feel anger or anything of these natures, for that is not neutrality. Neutrality is just being in the moment. That is all. Being in the moment, you see. So, does this answer your question?
I think it does. It's like we can't deny reality because that's like teaching a cat to bark, or something like that. So it's real, it's going on, but I was just wondering if that would be a good skill to attain, or I don't know what I'm saying, but would it be a good venture to go on, protocol to use? That's what I'm saying.
You are talking here, as we understand it, about testing yourself within some difficult situation and attempting to be neutral during that situation. Is that correct?
That's correct, yes.
And in that respect, that is all it is a test. You are testing yourself to see if you can be as Creator would be here. And again, Creator is just simply neutral in any situation, because Creator has no purpose in anything outside of itself, you see. But everything outside of itself is part of Creator. So neutral is just being exactly that in every given moment. For your three-dimensional consciousness to fully understand the idea of neutrality, it is very difficult. But you are coming to it as we find it here. More and more of you are beginning to understand that. And if you can be in a neutral state of mind when everything is going on around you, again, that is the calm within the storm, being within the eye of the storm. Letting everything rage around you, but you being completely in joy in the moment that you are in. Being in love, being in light in that moment, you see? Shoshana?
I do.
We can share.
Go ahead.
May we share our perspective on this, dear brother?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Dear brother, may we ask, when you provided this video to others, what was your expectation?
Actually, when I first saw it, it got me pissed off, and I wanted to raise the consciousness that this was going on, and then synchronistically, within a few hours, my mentor said, we need to watch all the horrific videos we can do, because that we can watch, because that would move us from human neutrality to spiritual neutrality. And that is another question I have. I know that spiritual doesn't mean that's metaphysics woo to me. It's scientific. So is there a difference between human neutrality, which is ambivalence, I think, that's what I got the download for, and spiritual neutrality?
Dear brother, may we share once more?
Sure.
The perspective of neutrality is vast. It occurs in all life forms, and it occurs in the spiritual world, and neutrality at a spiritual level has a higher vibration than neutrality at a human level, you see, because it is on the evolutionary scale. Spiritual outlooks or spiritual perspective has a much higher vibration than a third-dimensional being's perspective, you see. And we know you know that. We will say that to achieve spiritual neutrality, one must view a violent video such as this, as Joanna is showing us this video as we speak. To observe this with neutrality, one must not attempt to judge it, that it is right, that it is wrong, that it is anything whatsoever, as the beings that participated in this experience had a reason to experience what they were experiencing for their own soul growth, you see. So we
Yes.
cannot make a determination at any time that what is happening is right or wrong, as we do not have the backstory, you see. We do not know what the being is doing there or what their process is, and we have no right to know, as it is their story, as it is their path, you see. And we know you know that. Namaste.
I do. Thank you. Thank you.
Very good. Are there any further questions now before we release channel?
Yes, I have a question. This is Claudia.
Yes.
A couple of weeks ago, I awoke from a dream in the night, and all I remembered was I was being initiated by a large spiritual kind of group. Don't know if they were from this plane or a higher plane. And I just remembered they were working with light kind of on the middle of my forehead. And that's all I remembered. And I wondered if you had any insights on that, what that was about.
We can share.
Yes,
oh,
please
we
do.
apologize.
No, please do. You.
Dear sister, may we share?
Of course.
Do you know what they were doing?
Well, maybe opening my third eye. I'm not sure. I hope so. That would be great.
Well, we would say, dear sister, dear goddess, that you have the answer. That you do not need our perspective, as you already have the answer. If a light is directed into your forehead, that is for the expansion of your understanding of all that is occurring, which understanding of all that is occurring, a broader perspective occurs when your third eye is awakened, you see. So we think that you know that. Namaste.
Yes, I just wondered if you knew anything about what group was that?
May we share once again?
Please, yes.
That is your soul group. That is the bigger perspective of your soul and those that are guiding you. It does not matter what planet they are from. It does not matter what species they are from. It does not matter who they are, as they are coming to you as guides. That is all you need to know. Namaste.
Beautiful, thank you.
Very good. Are there any further question here? We know that it is one of your email question, which we take here, and then we need to release channel.
Thank you, yes. The email question is the gentleman or lady had heard that the Alliance was going to take over the TV and the computer and all messaging systems to bring in messages from the galactics about disclosure. And can you give us any comments on this? Thank you.
What we can tell you is that is certainly part of the plan, and it is an ongoing plan. In other words, there are changes that happen from time to time, whereas there is going to be an announcement, and that announcement doesn't come yet because it is determined that it is not quite the right vibration. Not so much the time, but the right vibration, the right frequency at that point hasn't been reached by the collective consciousness of man, so that they are not, it is felt that they are not quite ready for certain announcements to come through. So this is why the media, the mass media, has not been fully taken over at this point, but it is moving in that direction, where there are those that are becoming disillusioned, we might say, by the ones who they work for, and they are realizing that they are, it is not the mission that they signed up for. In other words, they signed up to be those journalists that would share the truth, and they are realizing that they are not allowed or not able to share the truth. And this, it goes against their inner nature, their full knowing of who they are. And some will go along with that and do as they are told, but others are starting to pull away from that. And you're going to find that that is going to happen more and more. As to fully taking over the system, again, that is part of the plan and will likely occur at some point. Again, when the frequencies have raised enough across the planet to be able to bring this about. We speak of many things in terms of disclosure here in this respect, including those of disclosure of your galactic brothers and sisters. Shoshana?
We have a perspective to share here. The perspective that we have to share is that those beings that you call the galactics, that have a higher perspective than most humans do not wish to share with you until the majority of those beings that inhabit this planet understand that they are creating their own path, that they are creating their own lives, that a message given is not to attach to the message, not to find hope in the message, not to find faith in the message, because that is a false sense of faith and that is a false sense of hope. If the being that each of you are does not find within its internal mechanisms its own faith and its own hope, no message will give you that. Namaste.
Very good. Then we are through for the time here. We are going to release channel. Before we do, Shoshana, do you have parting message here?
I think we gave it.
Very good. Wonderful. And we do not have anything to share here other than to know that you are a part of this great plan, and this plan is working out. And even though there are those times when you feel like it is not, or you feel like you are being led up the primrose path, as the saying goes, even though you are being led or feel like you are being led on that path, there is a destination here. There is a result that will come about as even all of these things that have been given over a period of time, that this is going to happen, or this is going to happen, or these dominoes are going to begin to fall, and you hear this over and over, or that word, that four-letter word soon. All of these things that have been said are going to take place and are in the process of doing so. Even though much of it is yet behind the scenes, it is coming forward. You are seeing more and more if you are looking for it. If you are looking for it, you will find it. If you are not looking for it, then you are still kept within the illusion of separation here. And that is exactly where the cabal, the dark forces, want the people to be. But you, those of you, the light workers, the warriors, your mission is to enlighten yourselves first, of course, and then enlighten the world. And that is what you are here to do.
We have something we wish
Yes,
to
please
share.
do.
We apologize. We wish to share that life here is so very simple. And we said on the last call to love each other. Now we will tell you the other way to find perfection is to believe in yourself. It does not matter what you believe, that you believe in others. It matters that you believe in yourself, that your Creator imbued you with divinity, and you must seek to find that, as that will create perfection in every moment of your life. Namaste.
Wonderful. And we release channel now. Shanti, peace be with you. Be the one.
Namaste.